it's Jessii Vee. Oh my gosh, I'm like blending right into my background. Do you like this purple going on? I feel like a grape. Anyways, that's okay. This was very unplanned, but don't worry about it. So today was a very unexpected video, but no matter how many Coraline videos I make, you guys are like, more. Make more. So I think this is gonna be the last Coraline video I do for you guys because I don't want it to get like too much, you know what I mean? I know you guys like Coraline, but do you really want like 6,000 videos? Maybe you do. But we'll do this very last one because I had a really cool idea. I was reading through a ton of your comments on my Coraline videos, and so many of you guys have these Coraline theories that I never really thought about. You guys found other hidden messages and meanings that I just never covered in my other videos. So I thought it would be cool to kind of bring your comments up onto the screen. I'll read them, react to them, and yeah, as I always say, I love including you guys in my videos, so go Coraline. But before we get into this, I just wanted to remind you guys that if you want to win this backdrop behind me, this backdrop that matches me right now, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, have your notification bell turned on, and the second thing you have to do is go subscribe to my other channel called Vee Vlogs. It's linked down below in the description, and go subscribe there and turn your bell on there, and that's all you have to do to win this backdrop behind me. If you're already subscribed, if you already have your bells on, you're good. You don't have to do anything. Basically, I just go through all of the subscriptions and pick randomly, and then that's all. Okay, so let's go through these comments, and listen guys, I think you guys had like 2,000 comments or something crazy on my Coraline videos, so obviously I can't go through all of them. I can only go through a handful of them, but I did read a ton myself. So if you don't see your name in this video, most likely I have read your comment anyways, because I care about what you guys say. Okay, here we go. No one ever really brings up the other YB, one of my favorites. I got a total chill when you see his clothes blowing in the wind later in the movie. Both the YBs were my favorites. The other one more so. It's strange how no one really talks about them, or how the cat could be the other YB's spirit or conscience. Oh my gosh. You know what? I just realized I don't think I ever mentioned YB in my other Coraline video, and it's not because I don't like him, I just never found a ton of theories on YB, but he's awesome, and it's interesting how you like the other YB better, and you know what? I think I'm kind of with you on that. I feel like the YB in real life, he talks a lot, he's kind of annoying, but the YB in the other mother's world, he's very helpful and kind, and he seems to be one of the only good people in the other mother's world, you know what I mean? And the fact that you said the cat could be the other YB's consciousness, that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know if they're directly related at all, but it's a really cool thought. But yeah, there was never any hate against YB. He's a cool dude. If you guys have any YB conspiracy theories, definitely put them down below. I'm interested to read. All right, next one. Here's something. Is the painting of the boy that was in the house, was he the first one that died? Oh, do you mean the painting of the boy with like the ice cream cone? Are you saying like, was he one of the boys that went to the other mother's world? I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was a painting of one of the previous children in the house. I never thought of that. Whenever I saw that painting, it didn't hit me that deep to think about who he was. So that's really interesting. If any of you guys know who that boy in the painting is, definitely comment it down below. But I do know the painting changes in the movie, so that's also kind of creepy. Coraline's garden at the end of the scene when planting flowers, when the camera zooms out, the shape of her garden is the other mother's face, whereas in the other world, the garden has Coraline's face? Is that actually a thing? Oh my gosh, I'm mind blown. I've never noticed that. So it's weird. So Coraline, when she's planting flowers, it's the other mother, but the other mother has her as a face, so it's like they're always just connected in some way. That is so creepy, and if I can find like screenshots of that, I'll definitely put it in, but I never noticed that ever. It's so cool being able to like read your opinions and your theories because it's just like, it's mind-blowing. I'm just curious because how did the mom, the normal mom, know that the button key was the key, like for that door? I don't know. That's like a question I've wondered as well. How did she know? That's really strange. This movie, like, you can just make endless conspiracy theories about it because there's so many questions. It's like they purposely made this film to like leave you confused, you know what I mean? The world is actually a figment of her imagination because when the mom unlocks the room, she doesn't have enough imagination to go through it. That's kind of an interesting concept, and it also kind of makes sense too because it just means that only children can access the door because children's minds are a lot different than adult minds. You know, they're more imaginative, so I guess the adult mind, like in this movie, doesn't have enough like imagination to go through the door. And like that makes sense because the other mother doesn't want adults. She only wants children anyways. So either it's magic and she makes it invisible to adults, or it's just like the imagination. I'm rewatching Coraline right now and I noticed something. The second she goes to the other mother says, "Can you go fetch your father? I bet he's as hungry as a pumpkin." Oh, yeah, you're so right. I remember that line, and it's just foreshadowing that he's actually a pumpkin. And that whole thing is so sad, like to think about how this poor pumpkin from the garden became a human, and this pumpkin felt human emotions, and then he went back to a pumpkin, and oh my gosh, I really feel bad for the other father. But yeah, she like hints it the whole time that he's not a real human being. Isn't that creepy? There is another conspiracy theory saying Coraline never left the other world. You should do a video about that. I think I've heard about that theory. I don't really know, you know, the depths of that theory, but maybe she never left it. Like I think people were saying that the other mother was disguising her world to look like Coraline's normal world, but she never actually escaped, which is really depressing to think about, and I hope that's not real because everything in my heart wants to tell me she actually got back to her normal world. But oh my gosh, if you think about the fact that her garden is the face of the other mother at the end of the film, maybe that's a hint like, hey, you're still in my world. Oh my gosh, guys, I bet you never thought of that. After watching many theories about Coraline, the other mother is just a puppet and the real bad guy is the cat. Imagine if that world was like all made up from this cat, and that's why the cat knows everything, that's why the cat's like walking around guiding Coraline. It'd be really creepy because the cat's always this mysterious character in both Coraline's real world and her like fake other world. So it'd be really creepy if the cat was the mastermind behind all of this and it wasn't the other mother. That was just something like he created. I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty out there theory, but I don't know. One you missed was that in the scene where Coraline and the other mother were talking about games, they each had a sparkle in their eye when they said game. Really? I never noticed that. That's really interesting. Like, these are like the details, you know what I mean? Stuff that you would just like never see. The hand also appears when Coraline drank the tea to see her future, and the lady was like, "I see a very peculiar hand." Yes, I did notice that, and I think that was supposed to be kind of like an obvious point in the movie. And it's funny because the other lady was like, "I see a giraffe." But it's also like interesting symbolism because one way it's a giraffe and when you flip it upside down, it's a sinister hand, right? So the giraffe could be like Coraline's normal world, but when you flip that world upside down, underneath is like this whole like creepy other world, you know? Does that make sense? Am I a genius? When you watch the scene where Coraline and YB throw the key and rock down the well looks like the tunnel that Coraline uses to enter the other world. Yes, I have seen a couple things saying that, and that's probably just another like symbolism. And a lot of people were saying that they hope that's not like another access to the world because no one's ever seen what's actually down there. So I hope the other mother can't exit through that tunnel, you know what I mean? Especially since, didn't they throw the key down there too? Imagine if like she gets the key back and can go through the house. I don't know, but I do see the similarities between the tunnel and the sewer, or not the sewer, the well. The ketchup stain, which I assume is on the father's shirt, is actually pizza sauce. In an unreleased version of the movie, he talks about having pizza with Coraline. Oh, so like a deleted scene, I guess? That's kind of cool. So it's just pizza sauce. When Coraline is at the old ladies, one of them opens a chest of old candy labeled with years. And I guess she's saying that's the years the ghost children were captured. Oh my gosh. 1921 was the tall ghost girl. 1936 was the boy ghost. 1960 was the sweet ghost girl, which makes sense seeing as their clothes match these years. Oh my gosh, I never caught that. Is that really a thing? You guys are so smart. That's why I'm doing this video, because I never noticed any of this stuff. So that's the last one that I'm gonna read, but as I keep saying, if I ever miss anything, please comment it down below. But I really like this idea of reading your theories after I do a movie. Would you like me to make that into like a series? It's almost like an extra video. Like for example, I do a Corpse Bride video and make all my theories on that, and then you guys comment on that, and then I make a video about your comments. It's like a two-part thing for each movie. If you guys like that idea, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know, but I always want to include you guys. And before I get going, I know I've been saying this quite a lot, but in case you forgot, I am doing a virtual meet and greet. It's gonna be on Saturday the 13th at 7 p.m. EST. Tickets are selling out. There's only 60 available and like way less now because 60 was like the beginning amount. But no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to talk to me, we'll be able to hang out. You pick your time slot and get your ticket. And the ticket prices for this new platform that I'm on is a little bit cheaper than the other one that I did in January, which is really awesome. But if you guys want to meet me and hang out, definitely check out the link down below. And yeah, just keep letting me know what movies you want me to cover in this movie series. Do you want me to do like Monster House? What other ideas do you have? Because I always look through your comments and I always take them into consideration. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and I will see you in my next video.